Hi, this is an equine magnetic rollout. For demonstration purposes, we're doing a flex test on this older horse. He's probably 30 years old. And with some help, he's trying to turn his nose. He's not too comfortable doing that. The first step is introducing the magnetic devices to your horse. Next, to roll your horse lightly with the mag buoy all over his body. And 3, then we actually begin the rollout with the mag creator. Here in this clip, Cindy is introducing the mag buoy, rolling it on her hand to see what his reaction is to the sound of that rolling. And then she's going to lightly roll him on his neck, his back, his belly. Here's the mag creator, this device. She's showing that to him, and he seems okay with it. What she's going to do is to place that on his back so it straddles his spine. And she is starting in front of the withers because she wants to include that wither area in him. You can also start right behind the withers. And what she is doing is she's straddling the spine, making sure that there is no pressure on the spine, and she will roll him a total of 12 times. And just a light roll all the way down. And see him licking and chewing. And you want to watch for those signs in your horse and see what his reaction is to the rolling out. Now here's another method you can use if your horse has a prominent spine and you can't do it without putting pressure directly on the spine. You can go on either side. So first she'll roll down his left side 12 times. Then she will roll just like this 12 times on his right side. Now if you have another person and you have a real tall horse, you can use another person on the other side. Just be careful that you're exerting equal amounts of pressure on both sides of the roller. This is step 2. She's starting at the top of the tail. She's applying light pressure at that pressure point. And as she's applying light pressure, she'll check the reaction of her horse and breathe with him. Breathe with him 1 or 2 times, and then you can release the pressure and you turn the mag creator 1/4 turn and repeat that step. So she will turn this device 1/4 turn and then apply that light pressure again. Now the pressure may be very slight. He's accepting it. He looks relaxed. And so she continues. And she's just doing this in one section of his back right now. She's going to go from the top of his tail to the higher end of his loin area. Probably as far as she can reach comfortably. And then she's going to roll back and forth about 20 times. And this is light, rapid rolling. You want to create a magnetic field. That roller, the center part of that roller has magnets in it. And the faster they are rolled, and see him licking, that's a good sign. And there she's repeating. She's going to repeat this from the loin, all the way down the loin to the center of his back. And this more light, rapid rolling 20 times creates a stronger magnetic field that can work on all those internal structures in his back and along his spine. Now I'm guessing this next section from mid-back to the withers, this is an area that horses have a lot of trouble with over the years. They've had different saddles put on them and may have built up some scar tissue in there. And let's see what his reaction is when she starts positioning that roller. He tried to move a little bit. Okay, see how he's turning his head? He's curious as to what is happening there. Might want to reposition. He may have some issues in here, and so you just read his body language. And he's accepting it. He's not trying to get away. It's not, obviously not painful. He's curious as to what kind of is happening there. And as she gets closer to his withers, she will need to move to one side because she can't continue putting pressure because those withers are just too high. So she goes to the side and she's watching him. And she wants to get some of this massage done up over his shoulder. She lets him reposition, just stays with him, quarter turn. And this is how you would do it if you had a horse with a protruding spine and you couldn't do this straddle pressure on either directly over the spine. You would do this all along the edge of the spine, just below the spine, on this side, and again on the other side. And here's the quick rolls. And he's happy, he's licking. And if they want to reposition, that's just fine. Okay, so if you use the one side at a time method, you must remember to roll on both sides of the spine. You repeat all these steps in the rollout 3 times. You look for reaction in your horse and do more or do less according to their body language. After the rollout, I like to roll the large muscle areas of my horse with the Mag Creator. You may want to do that at another time, but remember, whatever you do on one side, you should do on the other. Now Cindy's going to roll his shoulder. And see how he's kind of backing up? He's kind of positioning himself. And a lot of reaction you get in horses is where they turn and they'll touch you sometimes, almost like a mutual grooming. And here she's doing shorter rolling strokes to kind of simulate the social grooming that horses do. Kind of look at that expression. He is kind of a, what's happening? And he looks like he's even, now he's looking and chewing, he's liking that. See how it's almost like they're mesmerized for a moment and they turn their head as if they're going to groom you, or they're curious as to what you're doing. And see, he's looking and chewing again on this side. So she did one side and she's doing the other side, and he's backing up. He likes it on that upper part of his neck. And he wants to see it. See, a lot of times they want to smell that or feel that magnetic field to kind of figure out what is that that's rolling on me. It feels so good. Here she's rolling the big muscles in his hip. And again, he's licking, repositioning. Now to start out with, you want to do this lightly, but if your horse accepts it, actually sometimes they'll lean into you real hard because some horses like to have that rolled very deeply into the muscle. And to finish off, she's just going to do a light roll with the Mag Boys, which creates a very strong magnetic field. And this is just a great thing to do over the whole body. And some horses really love this done on their lips and their nostrils. And some don't. And so you need to read what's going on with your horse. Don't force it. If they like it, great. And here he is with the final flex test, and look at him already, very willing and able to turn his neck to get that treat. Look how much he can turn that. And there she's pointing to, she actually made a mark there where he was only able to turn his head to before. And of course, look, he can go way past that now. Here's a before shot, what he was like before. Just kind of trying to help him, and oh, he's not real happy to turn his head. And here's after. Almost looks like a different horse. So hope you are able to do this with your horse and make them feel better. Have a great day.